Hey guys, it's Christina. Welcome back. So as you saw by the title of today's video, we're gonna be doing a book tag, but like for every question I give 3 answers. I thought that would be a little unique to the video, and I just found myself like having 3 answers for all these questions, most of them anyway, so I just thought it would be fun. And yeah, so let's just get into it. It's gonna be 10 questions. I'm gonna answer them all, and hopefully you guys get some book recommendations out of this because there's a few book recs, and hopefully you guys enjoy. The first question is your 3 favorite book quotes. I'm going to tell you the book and then I'm going to read the quotes. So the first one is in Normal People, and it's, "I'm not a religious person, but I do sometimes think God made you for me." That, when I read this quote for the first time, I think I cried. No, I know I cried. This one is in The Fault in Our Stars, and this one's a little longer, but it goes, "I'm in love with you. I'm not in the business of denying myself the simple pleasure of saying true things. I'm in love with you, and I know that love is just a shot into the void, and the oblivion is inevitable, and then that we're all doomed, and there will come a day when all our labor has been returned to dust. And I know that sun will swallow the only earth I'll ever have, and I am in love with you." Listen, this movie and this book just, first, like, I have such a connection to cancer in different ways, and the way they represented it in young people was also even more devastating, right? This movie was so beautiful and so well done, and I think he was such a gentleman. I can't express this enough. And then the last one, you guys, this one is iconic because it's in Daisy Jones and the Six, and it goes, "I had absolutely no interest in being somebody else's muse. I'm not a muse, I'm the somebody." End of fucking story. It was so badass for this one. And Camila and Karen also had great lines, I have to say, like, come on. The next question is 3 ways I annotate my books. So I kind of don't really usually do this, but when I do, the first one is kind of randomly just picking up a pencil and underlining a quote. The next is writing things on the side of the paper. They're not very usually intellectual. They're kind of just me going, "Oh my god," or "slay," or "WTF," basically. And the last one, it's when I'm actually annotating, and I take tabs and I pick around 4. One's for romance, one's for funny, one's for sad, and one's for plot. So that's usually how I pick my tabs. And I try to match them to the book, but it doesn't usually work. So the next one is my top 3 reading pet peeves is leaving the dust jacket on the hardback while you're reading it. That infuriates me so much because I know I'm hurting the, like, whoever's doing that is hurting the dust jacket, and just take it off. Just take it off. It's a win-win situation for the dust jacket and for you. Come on, take it off. And then the next one is putting this new, like, trend, or I guess not necessarily new, but this trend of putting your books backwards so you don't see the spine, you just see the pages of the paper. Why would you do that? I don't like that. Stop doing that. And the last one is, this is more like attacking publishing companies. The height or design difference in the same series. Are you kidding me? The door. Walk out. Whoever, no, stop. Do not do that. The 4th question is 3 ways I choose my next read. So obviously, if I'm doing mood reading, I probably already know what I'm gonna read next, so that's how I do it. And then it's either, if I'm reading a series, I'm usually reading the next in the series. And if not, I ask people for help choosing my next read because it's kind of difficult for me. The next question, it was a top 3 bookish podcast, but I actually only listened to 2. So the first one is Bookmarked, and then the other one is I'll Read What She's Reading. But I also listen to Hot Mess by Alex Earl every once in a while, and I think that one's really fun. The 7th question is 3 books I wish I could read for the first time, which are Normal People, which I talked about before. It's about Marianne and Connell, which they meet in school. Marianne is kind of a loser and Connell's popular, and it's their love story throughout the years from high school into college and after college, and it's very toxic. And then we have The Fault in Our Stars. Like I said, again, it's about Gus and Hazel, who both have different kinds of cancer, I'm pretty sure. and it's their journey through that, and they also fall in love and all that. And then the third book, which I haven't mentioned yet, is Shadow and Bone. It's been a long time since I read that book, but basically we have our main character who, I cannot remember, I'll put the description somewhere here, but she basically has superpowers, and then it evolves in a whole trilogy. The whole trilogy itself, I wish I could read it for the first time. It's one of the more advanced, for me, more advanced fantasy books that I fell in love with in the beginning, and I'm so glad I picked that up. Kind of relating to the last question is 3 fictional worlds I would want to visit. So first one is the Grishaverse, which includes Shadow and Bone. It includes Six of Crows. I would not survive a day, to be honest. But I would love to be in it, and I think it'll be so fun. Next one is the Taylor Jenkins Reid universe, because if you don't know, all her books are interconnected, especially with one of the characters from Malibu Rising. If you know, you know. And I think she has such a beautiful way of presenting spaces and just a beautiful way of describing everything. I would want to know the world through her lens and through her words. And the last one, of course, is the Chestnut Springs series. How could I not? Listen, I might not be country, like that kind of country, but I love country music. I love going to rodeos. I love cowboys. So the Chestnut Springs series, anything Elsie Silver but the Chestnut Springs series, scratch that itch. And I'm going to Wyoming this summer. There might be a vlog, or I might just do a montage of pictures of like things I see. I don't know. I'll keep you guys updated. And I'm so excited. I'm gonna be reading so much cowboy romances when I'm there and before I get there, because I'm so excited. Also, I love the city life, but being in a Chestnut Spring is so low-key. I would love to be in that universe, and it's very laid back, and I do enjoy that part of life every once in a while. The next question is my 3 favorite tropes, which this is in order too. So from first to last: second chance, best friends to lovers, and my brother's best friend. It has like that little forbidden trope. Like, it's not forbidden technically, but like the little running around, sneaking around. And the overprotectingness in a good way, because we all know some men in these books are very toxic. I just enjoy it so much. It scratches an itch. Then 3 reading habits I want to break, and I just need to learn how to DNF. So I need to learn to stop when I don't like a book. I've gotten better at it, but I still push through just because I want to say I finished it, even though I don't like it. I don't know why would I do that. Then it's not buying the whole series at once without reading it. You're currently sitting on top of one of them right now. Yeah. I need to learn to stop doing that, especially because my book cart and my wallet are hurting. And then the last habit I want to break is I need to stop checking my phone after I finish a chapter. I know this is universal, but I need to stop doing that, especially because I could be so into a book, but I find myself stopping. Like, no, if you're into the book, throw that phone away and like read the book, right? And it also like means I'm reading more instead of checking my phone more, which I should be doing that anyway. And the last question is 3 books with found family. I know I said my 3 favorite tropes were ones I said, but I think found family is also one of my favorites and a lot of readers' favorites. So my 3 books with found family are the Addicted Calloway Sisters series. It basically follows these 3 sisters, Daisy, Rose, and Lily, and their respective love interests and how they become famous and kind of manage that through other problems like addiction and, you know, stuff like that. We have the Chestnut Springs series, which I already talked about. Again, it's different couples and different, you know, there's a few of them are sisters, a few of them are brothers. Like, actually all the guys I'm pretty sure are brothers, if not, I think most of them are brothers, and, you know, their respective girlfriends, and like, you know, different tropes. Like, one's a bull rider, one's a hockey player, one's ex-army, you know, so, and they all end up living in the same town, and I think almost in the same house, I think, if they could. So I think they also have a very nice found family. And then we also have the Inheritance Games, which is more YA. This is about Avery Grams, who inherits this billionaire's fortune before his own family, and they need to figure out why, how, all the W questions, and, you know, they end up having it's a big family, so they end up all connecting, even if in the beginning they don't like each other. And I really love reading that series. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you very, very soon. Bye!